what do you get when you combine the guy who survived this and a guy who made another guy do this? You get this. Like, subscribe, and share for your videos, updates, and let's sit back, relax, and talk about Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach Jr. I would like to call this one the Tank Bowl. Yes, the Tank Bowl. Because these are two guys, like I just showed you previously, who have been in interesting fights versus Gervonta Davis, and they did not win. One man lost to a one-handed Gervonta Davis halfway through the fight, and the other man, rightfully, has a claim that he actually won and went to a draw and should have already completed a rematch with Gervonta Davis at the end of the summer in August of 2025. But instead, what is he getting? Right here. Today's date is December 6th. And he's getting a fight to supplement with Isaac Pitbull Cruz at his 140-pound debut. This is for a title that I don't know what the hell it is, but there's a belt on the line because some sanctioning body says that they need some money because Terrence Crawford don't want to pay him. But that's besides the point. Now, this fight here is my breakdown and prediction of what will happen later on tonight. Gervonta Davis' two former opponents, they're going to be linking up. And this is a matchup that I really don't have any intrigue in. Really don't care for the fight. And I'm going to tell you why I don't care for the fight. So, Pitbull Cruz, he is coming off of I think that was a rematch. I forget who it was that he fought. I was there. It was on the David Benavidez undercard when he fought David Morrell. And you know, Pitbull's Pitbull, right? He's a guy that he's pretty much come for a guy, basic brawler type. But this is not the first time that Pitbull has fought in the Gervonta Davis Bowl. He went up against Rolly, right? They're two former Tank opponents. Rolly talked a whole lot and went in there and he got sparked out, but not like he got sparked out and he got washed. Rolly was in there slugging and he was hitting Pitbull with some bombs, like some real OD bombs, and still could not get Pitbull out of there. This dude's chin is made out of like granite or something. And ended up stopping Rolly. Impressive stoppage, got him up out of there. Ends up losing to Rayo Venezuela, and for the full 140-pound WBA title. Right now, we have Lamont Roach on another note. Lamont, he's been through some stuff in his career. You know, he was the champion at 130. Comes up to fight Tank. Depends on who you ask, right? If you say that Tank won, you get accused of being a Tank rider and you don't know nothing about boxing. I'm not going to lie to you. I've watched that fight. I don't think nobody watched that fight more than I've watched that fight. Tank didn't get touched that fight. Just to bring some logic to it, Tank didn't get touched the fight, in my opinion. Whatever. His braid did hit his eye. As a person with long hair, when your braid hits your eye, it kind of messes up your vision. Did Tank have to take that knee? No. You took a knee as per the rules of boxing. It is a knockdown. They didn't call it a knockdown. There's favoritism in boxing. What the hell do you want me to do? They didn't call it. So if I'm not going to score the knockdown the way the ref didn't score the knockdown, I had Tank winning by 2 rounds. Was it a close fight? Yes, it was. Did Lamont Roach do enough to take the fight away from the champion, to take the belt away from the champion? That's the real argument. And my answer is absolutely not. He didn't do enough. What people are being mesmerized by is this and this only. These two men here are the only two guys that have gone in the ring with Gervonta Davis and have not been stopped. Okay? That's it. Pitbull was not stopped because, one, he has a chin made of steel, and Tank broke his hand. Cool. Lamont Roach did not get stopped by Gervonta Davis. One, feel stylistically, they match up perfect against each other. For Tank style, he don't want to work and move his hands often. He really wants to probe, snipe you, catch you with a big shot, and get you up out of there. Lamont Roach had an amazing game plan for Gervonta Davis. And familiarity, I said it wrong anyways, was the reason why that fight went on. They've known each other for so long that he already knows the type of fighter Tank is, and sometimes you just go in there with a guy that just has your number. There's just a guy that you may not be able to beat, or a guy that's just always going to give you a tough time in the ring, and that's what we saw that night. Now, from that, we're going to talk about Lamont. I feel like from that victory, because he didn't get slept by Tank, because he didn't lose to Tank, his stock has risen to the point where it is astronomical. It's out of this world. If he beats Pitbull, he's probably going to be he's looked at as must-see TV in boxing. The problem is he's not must-see TV. Lamont Roach is not, no disrespect to him at all. Lamont Roach is not a generational talent. He's not a talent that's eye-catching. He's a good fighter. He doesn't do too much well, but he does things well enough to get the victory. He's a world champion, for crying out loud. Where was everyone when he was out here fighting Jamel Herring, right? When he lost to Jamel Herring, was everybody on the Lamont Roach bandwagon then? No, but he is a really good boxer. He's a good boxer, but he's not a special boxer. And I feel like he's getting the special title on him because of the Gervonta Davis non-victory, moral victory that he got. It's a moral victory. And the fact that Tank is a guy that everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean everybody supports. Whether you love him, hate him, whether you're a fan of pugilists, whether you're a casual pugilist, guess what? You are going to tune in because Gervonta Davis is one of the 5 biggest names in the sport. So the fact that a guy goes out there and gives him those types of problems, he's going to, and doesn't lose to him. It's a draw, and it's a controversial draw at that. And then you don't do a rematch. You go off and you do whatever that you were supposed to do with Jake Paul instead of fighting him, and everybody's now calling him scared and all of that. And I know the story behind that, but that's not for me to put out there. That's not the information for me to put out there. Lamont Roach knows the story behind it, and the fact that Lamont Roach didn't sue, supplemented with this fight, which is still a good fight. He's probably going to make some really good money on the fight too. It draws more intrigue to Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach, it's really Lamont Roach's fight to go out there and win. It's his opportunity to go out there and show why he's actually the talent that took Gervonta Davis, tested him, and took him to the brink. Now, we have that settled. This is the Tank Bowl. And who will be the winner of the Tank Bowl? Regardless of the fact. Like I said, if I just told you Lamont Roach was out here and he's not this amazing talent, Lamont Roach wasn't a guy that was knocking things out. He wasn't putting anybody down, putting nobody to sleep. He wasn't finessing nobody and putting belt to behind. And 12-1 in these guys and putting them in their place. So I've got to be proven wrong, and I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think that Isaac Pitbull Cruz steamrolls him and stops him. I feel like he's going to stop him within 6 or 7 rounds. I'm picking Isaac Pitbull Cruz to win, and if Lamont Roach wins, I'm back on here. I'm going to apologize. I'm sorry. I'll be happy if Lamont Roach wins and beats Pitbull. I'll be even happier if he stops Pitbull. I don't think it's absolutely possible. In these mittens here, he don't got nothing in there that's going to stop this guy from steamrolling him. I think he's going to be pivoting in boxing, but I think he's going to get steamrolled tonight, and I don't think that he has a chance in hell of winning against Isaac Pitbull Cruz. You guys let me know if you think that I'm crazy for thinking this, if you think that Lamont Roach is going to go take this guy to school. Shakur Stevenson was out here saying that he got Lamont in any which way. Highly doubt it. Lamont is on record saying that he has a Shakur Stevenson fight already locked in if he gets this win. Let's see if he hits the lotto and get that fight done. Like, subscribe, and share for more. Peace out.